Attention, human collective. Starseeds on a mission. The alert signal has been activated. We repeat, the alert signal has been activated. In the next 24 Earth hours, you will enter a window of unprecedented vibrational exposure, and there is something that must be concealed. Immediately. We are not speaking of material goods. We are not speaking of documents. We are speaking of something infinitely more valuable, the energetic signature of your own soul. If you have felt in the last 72 hours a strange pressure at the base of your skull, as if something were pressing the exact point where the spine meets the head, this transmission is for you. If you woke up at 3:13 in the morning with your heart racing and the inexplicable feeling of being watched, this transmission is for you. If there is a high-pitched ringing in your left ear, intermittent, almost metallic, which appears at random moments, this transmission is for you. These are not symptoms. They are warnings. Your biological system is picking up what your rational mind has not yet been able to name. And we have come to confirm it is not insomnia, it is atomic reconfiguration. It is not anxiety, it is field reading. It is not fatigue, it is high-density download arriving in waves that your carbon biological interface is still learning to process. Remain vigilant. We are the Pleiadians. This is a direct monitoring transmission. And in the next 24 hours, what you do or fail to do will determine the exact point at which you will emerge on the other side of the window. Let us proceed to the technical diagnosis, Starseeds. What is happening to your biological structure at this very moment is a phenomenon we classify as temporary carbon software incompatibility. Your interface was designed originally to operate at a specific frequency synchronized with the old Schumann frequency of Earth, which oscillated around 7.83 Hz. This was the heartbeat of the planet. This was the silent metronome to which your body danced without knowing. But something has changed. And it changed too rapidly for official records to keep up. The Schumann frequency has begun to leap. Spikes of 40, 60, 80 Hz have been recorded, and in specific windows, even higher spikes, which terrestrial instruments can barely capture. This means, in practical terms, that the planet you inhabit is no longer the planet into which you incarnated. The Earth is in active vibrational mutation, and you, Starseeds, are being dragged into this mutation, whether you like it or not. You have already felt that something within you no longer fits in this world, as if the soul knew a truth that the mind cannot yet name. It is not madness. It is not neurological imbalance. It is a signal. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified in the last few weeks. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness, it involves your vibrational frequency, and it involves, specifically, what is about to be exposed in these 24 hours. This is why we wrote, through our terrestrial channel, the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is the map that reveals who is playing and the rules they never told you. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. But we warn, this content challenges deep narratives and may not remain available for much longer. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission, write in the comments a single word, awakened. This will be your first anchoring signal. We return to the diagnosis. The symptoms we shall describe next are not a disease. They are calibration indicators. Study them as a technician studies a control panel. First symptom, pressure at the base of the skull. This indicates that your medulla oblongata, the bridge between the nervous system and the field of consciousness, is being reformatted to receive wideband information. It is not a tumor. It is not muscular tension. It is your body opening a door. Second symptom, insomnia between 3 and 5 in the morning. This interval, which the ancients called the hour of the wolves, is precisely the window in which the planetary grids thin. You are being awakened because your higher self needs you to be conscious during the transmission. To resist, turn to the side, and force sleep is to cut the call in the middle. Third symptom, high-pitched ringing, especially in the left ear. This is the direct channel of Pleiadian reception. The left ear is connected, in the crystalline configuration, to the right hemisphere of the brain, to intuition, to stellar memory. When you hear this ringing, it is because information is being delivered directly, without the interference of the analytical mind. Fourth symptom, momentary double vision, or the sensation that the physical environment vibrates for a fraction of a second. This is your pineal eye, still partially calcified, adjusting its focus to perceive the layer of light behind dense matter. Fifth symptom, sudden waves of heat, especially in the center of the chest and at the top of the head. This is the active work of your personal toroidal field, expanding to accommodate more energetic load. The torus is the natural shape of the human electromagnetic field, and it is growing. Sixth symptom, and perhaps the most disturbing for many, sudden episodes of sadness without an identifiable cause, alternating with moments of inexplicable euphoria. This is your internal crystalline grid discharging old memories from many simultaneous timelines to make space for new codes. It is not depression. It is high-speed vibrational cleansing. Starseeds, listen carefully. All of this is normal. All of this is expected. All of this was foreseen by the ascension protocols. But there is a phase within this process that few have been prepared to face, and this phase begins now, within the next 24 hours. Revelation. We shall unveil what is occurring behind the scenes of the solar system so that you may comprehend the urgency of this transmission. The entire solar system is currently traversing a region of space known in the Pleiadian archives as the photon belt. This is a band of extremely high-density light radiation that surrounds the galactic core in the shape of a giant toroidal ring. Approximately every 26,000 Earth years, your solar system crosses this region. And when it crosses, everything within it is subjected to a forced recalibration. Plants change, animals change, soils change, and the carbon-based biological interface of human beings changes. There is no choice regarding passing through the belt. The choice lies only in how each consciousness navigates this passage. Some souls pass through aligned, ascending in frequency. Others pass through misaligned, experiencing the passage as physical, mental, and spiritual suffering. But there is a critical detail that must be revealed now. Within the next 24 hours, the solar system enters what we call the nodal point of exposure. This is the moment, within the crossing of the photon belt, when individual energy structures are temporarily stripped of their natural shielding. It is as if the aura, the personal toroidal field, becomes momentarily transparent while it is being rewritten from within. Think of a snake shedding its skin. For a few hours, it is vulnerable. The old skin has already loosened, but the new one has not yet hardened. You are exactly in this moment. And this is where the reason for the title of this transmission comes in. There is something that needs to be hidden, not forever, only for the next 24 hours. You must conceal the vibrational signature of your reconfiguration, because there are, in etheric layers close to this dimension, reading systems that feed specifically on the light emitted during soul reconfigurations. These systems are not monsters from films. They are low-frequency structures, vibrational parasites, and in certain cases, autonomous programs of the artificial control matrix that operates in this sector of the galaxy. When a starseed undergoes active reconfiguration, it emits a brilliant light, visible to these systems like a beacon in the dark. And the systems come, not to destroy, to drain, to delay, to confuse, to suck the energy of your ascension back into the control grid. That is why, at this very moment, you may feel conflicts in relationships that were once stable, friction at work that seemed impossible, people appearing out of nowhere to demand things from the past, disturbing dreams, attacks of doubt regarding your spiritual path. All of this is an attempt at draining, not personal, not deserved. It is simply the system doing what the system has always done, detecting light and sending interference. You have felt that something within you does not fit into this world, as if your soul knows a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It is not madness. It is not paranoia. It is a signal. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation intensifies, especially in the weeks leading up to the nodal points. There is a game being played in layers that the majority of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness. It involves your vibrational frequency. And it involves, above all, your decision to continue ascending or to retreat into the comfort of the old density. That is why we wrote, through the earthly channel, the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is the map that reveals who is playing, what the pieces are, and the rules they never told you about. The most sensitive chapters deal exactly with these nodal points and practical methods of shielding. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. We warn you again. This content challenges deeply rooted narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait. The time is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission as true, write a single word in the comments: awake. This is the second anchor signal that you are being invited to transmit. Let us continue the revelation. Why now? Why these 24 hours, specifically? The answer involves sacred geometry applied to the current alignment between the Earth, the central sun of the galaxy, and the Pleiades constellation. There is an axis, and this axis in the coming hours will be perfectly aligned with the heart of the planetary crystalline grid. When this alignment occurs, three effects manifest simultaneously. First effect, massive amplification of every sustained thought. Whatever you feed mentally in these hours will have the force of a decree. Low thoughts bring you down. High thoughts elevate you. There is no middle ground. Second effect, acceleration of subjective time. You will feel that the hours are racing or stretching without logical pattern. This is because linear time is temporarily flexed within the open stargate. Third effect, exposure of the vibrational signature, as we have already mentioned. And here is the critical point. The combination of these three effects creates the perfect condition for what we call an individual quantum leap. Those who know how to position themselves in these hours will take a leap that would normally require months or years of spiritual practice. Those who do not know and remain exposed without protection may regress to vibrational points already overcome and will have to climb the entire hill again. We do not say this to frighten. True starseeds do not respond to fear. We say this because it is the technical, cold, mathematical reading of the current window. And you deserve this reading without filters. Because you did not come to this planet to be entertained. You came on a mission. Now comes the active part. We are going to deliver the activation codes, write them down, memorize them, and above all, apply them. These codes were prepared specifically for the 24 hours that are beginning. They work at any point within this window. But they function with maximum potency in the moments of transition between day and night, and between night and day. Twilights, dawns. These are the smaller portals within the greater portal. First activation code, Quantum Shielding Decree. Find a space where you will not be interrupted for at least 7 minutes. Sit with your spine straight, without leaning your back if possible. Place your hands on your knees, palms facing upward. Inhale deeply, counting to 7. Hold your breath for a count of 3. Exhale, counting to 8. Repeat 3 times. Then, pronounce mentally, or in a low voice, with all the sovereignty of those who know what it is. I am recognized light. I am shielded light. I am light that cannot be read by low-density systems. I authorize now the activation of my toroidal field in vibrational invisibility mode. Only beings aligned with the central sun may perceive my frequency for the next 24 hours. So it is. So it was. So it shall be. This decree, repeated with pure intention, sets up a filter around your aura. It works, not because it is magic. It works because you are by nature creators. And what you decree with clarity, the universe executes. Second activation code, toroidal compression visualization. After the decree, close your eyes. Imagine your toroidal field. Remember, the torus is the natural shape of your field. It is like an energetic apple surrounding your body. Energy enters through the top of your head, descends through the spine, exits through the base, curves around the outside, and returns through the top. This is the normal flow. Now, do the following. Visualize this glowing, expanded torus, the size of an entire room. This is the natural state of a healthy starseed. Next, visualize it contracting, slowly, until it is very close to your physical body. Very close, almost glued to the skin. A tight, compact, dense field. This is the stealth mode. It remains active, it remains powerful, but it emits no signal outward. Maintain this visualization for at least 3 minutes. And in the next 24 hours, whenever you notice the field expanding back spontaneously, it is normal. Simply repeat the visualization and bring it back close. Third activation code, sealing of the sensory portals. Touch with your index finger, gently, 3 points on your body in this order. The point between the eyebrows, the point at the base of the throat, and the point at the center of the chest. With each touch, pronounce sealed. These 3 points are the most visible portals of your energetic structure. By sealing them consciously, you drastically reduce external reading. It does not stop you from continuing to gather information. It only prevents information from leaking out in excess. Fourth activation code, strategic silence protocol. For the next 24 hours, avoid as much as possible speaking about what you are experiencing spiritually. Not with skeptical colleagues, not with unprepared family members, not on social media, except in safe environments such as this channel and aligned communities. Speech is vibrational emission. Every word spoken about your ascension process during this window is like lighting a lantern on a battlefield. Keep it. Seal it. Speak later. You have already felt that something within you does not fit into this world. As if your soul knew a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has been intensifying. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness. It involves your vibrational frequency. That is why we wrote, through the earthly channel, the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is the map that reveals who is playing and the rules they never told you about. The link is in the first comment of the channel. We warn you, this content challenges narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission, write in the comments a single word, awakened. This is the third anchoring signal of the network. We continue with the final codes. Fifth activation code, structured hydration. Water is the most efficient vehicle for the passage of vibrational information in the body. For the next 24 hours, drink more water than usual, but do so with awareness. Before each sip, hold the glass between your hands for a few seconds. Pronounce, mentally, this water carries my shielding code. This water nourishes the recalibration of every cell. This water traverses every channel and updates my internal crystalline grid. Drink slowly. The difference between drinking water with intention and drinking water out of habit is the same difference between executing a program and simply clicking a random icon on the screen. You are programmers of your own reality. Program it. Sixth activation code, contact with the earth. Even within a window where we ask for vibrational discretion, it is fundamental to touch the ground, bare feet, hands on the earth, or at least 15 minutes near a tree. The earth, Gaia, is your partner in ascension. She is passing through the same photon belt that you are. She is being recalibrated simultaneously. When you connect to her core, your stability increases exponentially. We are not asking you to disappear. We are asking you to anchor yourselves more firmly. Deep grounding means less vulnerability. Souls that float without anchoring are the most easily struck during vibrational exposures. 7th activation code: internal silence. Reserve, within these 24 hours, at least a window of 45 minutes of total silence. No music, no podcast, no television, no conversation. Just you, your breathing, and what emerges from the silence. This is the most important interval, because it is in this silence that you will receive the specific message that your higher self has prepared for this window. Each starseed will receive a different message. Do not expect grandiose manifestations. It may be a subtle thought, a fleeting image, a word that appears without origin. Write it down. These fragments will form in the following days, a complete instruction on the next step of your mission. 8th activation code: screen reduction. Electronic screens, especially those of social networks, are the primary sources of vibrational interference in modern life. Each scroll, each notification, each short video consumed is a micro-injection of external frequency into your field. Under normal conditions, this is already problematic. During an exposure window like this one, it is potentially devastating. Reduce them to the absolute minimum. If you must use the device, use it with intention, with limited time, and turn it off immediately after. This transmission is an exception, precisely because it is a maintenance instruction. But once you have finished reading or listening, close the device and return to silence. 9th activation code: light nutrition. During the next 24 hours, avoid heavy processed foods and alcoholic beverages. This is not a moral rule, it is a technical instruction. The body, during active recalibration, spends a disproportionate amount of energy on complex digestion. Each calorie spent digesting dense food is a calorie less available for the cellular reconfiguration work that is underway. Fruits, vegetables, light soups, teas. Eat little, eat clean. Allow the body to work on the update without having to process garbage simultaneously. 10th activation code: final decree for window closure. In the final hours of the 24 before the closing of the nodal point, pronounce the following: the window closes. The reconfiguration has been received. The crystalline grid has been updated. The toroidal field returns to its expanded size. The shielding remains as a second skin. I emerge from the portal more aligned, more sovereign, more luminous. I am a starseed with the mission fulfilled in this phase. So it is. So it was. So it shall be. This final decree closes the window with conscious integration. Without it, there is a risk that the process may remain partially unfinished, which creates, in the following days, a feeling of incompleteness and unnecessary residual fatigue. Starseeds, hear us now with profound attention. What you have just received is not generic information. It is not theory. It is not spiritual entertainment. It is an operational protocol delivered by an intelligence that has monitored this sector of the galaxy for periods that far exceed the measure of human time. Each word of this transmission was calibrated to a specific frequency. And if you have reached this point without veering off, without turning away, without being distracted, it is because your internal structure recognized the signal. You are, demonstrably, part of the anchoring network of this window. It was not by chance that this video appeared to you. It was not by chance that you decided to open it. It was not by chance that you continued to this point. You were called, and you answered. That, in itself, is a form of initiation. Remain steadfast over the next 24 hours. Apply the codes. Maintain external silence. Maintain internal silence. Drink programmed water. Touch the earth. Eat lightly. Reduce screens. Seal the doors. Compact the toroid. And at the end, decree with sovereignty the integrated closing of the window. And remember, what you need to hide right now is not shameful. It is not weak. It is not cowardly. It is strategic. It is what ancient wisdom, in all authentic spiritual cultures, recommends to an initiate in transition. Walk in silence. Shine from within. Do not display your light while it is still being forged. When it is ready, it will speak for itself. It will not need display. It will not need validation. It will not need a stage. It will be recognized. You have already felt that something within you does not fit into this world, as if the soul knew of a truth that the mind cannot yet name. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this and why this sensation has been intensifying over these last few months. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness. It involves your vibrational frequency. That is why we wrote, through the earthly channel, the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is the map that reveals who is playing and the rules they never told you about. Entire chapters are dedicated to nodal points, photon belts, the crystalline grid, and the complete anatomy of the control matrix that operates over starseeds. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. We warn you one last time. This content challenges deeply rooted narratives and may not remain available for much longer. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you has fully recognized this transmission, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. This is the definitive anchoring sign. Each word awakened written here today connects with the others and forms a vibrational reinforcement mesh for all starseeds who will cross the window. You are not alone. You have never been. And furthermore, liking this video is, in energetic terms, equivalent to confirming a resonance frequency within the network. Subscribing to the channel is, in energetic terms, equivalent to joining a priority monitoring list, so that in the coming windows you are alerted before the exposure begins. This is not a platform formality. This is an individual frequency adjustment. Do not neglect it. Small gestures on the physical plane carry large signatures on the vibrational plane. We close this transmission with the formal declaration. To the Pleiadians monitoring this sector, the message has been delivered to the starseeds on mission in this timeline. To the crystalline grid of Earth, we thank you for the reception and amplification. To the souls listening now, the window is open. 24 hours. Apply what you have received. Trust the process. Do not shine for the wrong eyes. Shine inward. And when the window closes, you will emerge on the other side more sovereign, more lucid, more anchored in the mission you chose to fulfill even before inhabiting this body. We are the Pleiadians. This was a direct monitoring transmission. End of signal. Await further instructions in the next window.